Hello, today we are going to go through two small videos, one from an alleged victim of Lauren the Mortician, and the other is from a mother who took the child passenger safety training certificate. If you don't know who Lauren the Mortician is, then I suggest you watch the video I'm going to link up there because it will give you a good indication of who this person really is. But as a quick overview, last year Lauren made a video about a car seat. A 20-year veteran of child passenger safety called her out in a nice way and said that she had made a mistake, and then boom, everything got totally out of control, as you will see if you go and watch that video. These are both very important videos in their own right, so please stick around to the end to find out why Lauren the Mortician is a menace and a hater on social media.
Good morning. So I'm sure a lot of you can imagine I woke up to quite a few messages this morning, but I've been working and I've not been able to respond to really anything. So let's just get this out of the way. A certain someone on this internet.
That certain someone is Lauren the Mortician, and this lovely guy is Jamie Grayson, and he is the 20-year veteran of CPST.
Is getting certified or is now certified as a child passenger safety technician. Great. Who cares? If you rewind back to when this whole incident started last year, my initial video was wanting her to do this because until you have the training, until you have the qualification and the certification, you should not be giving car seat information out on the internet. And you are certainly not supposed to be saying if a seat is safe or not.
I agree with Jamie's assessment there. You should not be giving safety advice on car seats if you don't really know anything about them. And being a mum who straps a child into a car seat does not make you an expert. I don't know about where you come from, but where I come from, I've always gone to an expert to have the car seat fitted correctly.
That's not what we do. Hopefully you know that now that you're going through classes. But right now you have a piece of paper, and I'm going to give you more respect than you ever gave me, and respect you certainly do not deserve from me.
The way Lauren the Mortician treated Jamie was absolutely disgusting and totally unjustified, in my opinion. And because he is such a nice person, he is going to give her respect, even though there is no way she deserves it.
But right now you have a piece of paper. You took a 4-day class. So in your comments saying that you're a child safety expert, no, you're not. It takes a long time to become an expert in your field. Malcolm Gladwell has the 10,000 hour rule. So you have quite a bit of time left. Just like I have 20 years in this space, but part of being an expert is always learning. This never stops. The second you stop learning, you're irrelevant.
My assessment of what Jamie is saying there is getting this certificate is a bit like learning to drive. You learn the basics and the fundamentals on your lessons and in the test, but you don't really learn to drive until you drive a car regularly. And that is a learning experience which is ongoing because cars evolve, they become different, they have different functions on them. So as you get older, you learn to drive cars in a different way. So therefore, you are always learning. And what Jamie is saying here is there are basically hundreds of different car seats, and they get put into a car in different ways, They have different ways of facing, and that is forever changing. So, therefore, just getting this certificate still doesn't make you an expert. Now, before we continue with what Jamie says, I'm going to show you Lauren the Mortician's video announcing that she is now CPST certified. And then I'm going to tell you why I feel this video is wrong. In that very short clip, which did have copyrighted music, which is why it's muted, she said the training wasn't hard. And in my opinion, she's being very disingenuous there. She is saying an F you to Jamie, and she's still trying to belittle and shame him. This is the person who is taking four innocent creators to court. In my opinion, they're innocent. And that is another video that you'll find up there if you choose to go and watch it. But she is just not a nice person. In my opinion, I believe she's doing this in a vicious way. She very much reminds me of a bully in school, which is not good, is it? In fact, it's disgraceful.
So keep doing the work. That is my challenge to you. Do the work. Use your platform for good. Like I initially said, do the thing. Help people. It's a good space to be in.
Learning about child passenger safety is obviously a good thing, but the idea of the certificate is then to go out and share that information with other people, which I really can't see Lauren the Mortician doing. I don't think she is using that training for good. I think she's using it as a weapon just to say to Jamie, well, what you did wasn't hard. So I don't know where you're coming from with your insinuations.
Now, that being said, it's going to be a really hard road for you. And I'm going to be very open and honest with you right now because I know you'll watch this. The entire industry knows what you tried to pull. They know what you've said about CPSTs. They know you've belittled our profession, saying that it's a 4-day class and blah. Well, you're doing it now, or you've done it. So you need to change your tune really quickly. You also need to be aware that every single car seat manufacturer knows about this. They're friends of mine. We talk about this openly. It's not going to be an easy road for you. So good luck. Continue your education and help families. That's all I wanted. And then you spun this out of control.
In that section of Jamie's video, he put a subtitle up on the screen, which I'm not going to read. And it is something that Lauren the Mortician said about him on Facebook, which is still up. And that can be found in the first video I was referring to earlier if you want to learn more about that.
So I'll see you at the next car seat conference, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to finish an article for Time magazine.
I'm the same as you, Jamie. I can't imagine you seeing Lauren the Mortician at the next car seat convention. And that was a lovely flex there at the end about the article for Time magazine. After all, you are the expert, and you writing that article couldn't happen to a more genuine guy. Now we are going to watch a Stitch video from TikTok, and it's also a lady who is reacting to the little clip that Lauren put up about the CPST training, and this is her take on it, which contains extremely important information about the training.
It's ironic to me that you didn't find the CPST training difficult. I found it extremely difficult. I just got CPST certified, and it wasn't difficult in the sense that I was away from my family for 5 days, studying 10 hours a day for this 50-hour course. What was difficult for me was realizing that I have thought I've been this child safety expert advocate for so long, and how much I did not know when it came to child passenger safety.
My own opinion of Lauren, she's never going to admit that there was a lot she didn't know.
It was difficult watching the crash test, realizing that this has happened to actual children, and my mom heart hurt. It was really difficult putting together like the car manufacturers and the car seats and how that all works together and that whole puzzle piece. And it was difficult seeing the mom show up at the car seat event so desperately wanting help and just like didn't know and were not educated on what we taught them. And it was difficult for me having to go home and figure out how am I going to present this to other moms, what I've learned in a caring way, in a graceful way that is not judgmental and not shaming.
As I said in the other sections of the video, I don't feel that Lauren the mortician is actually going to use this for good. I think she just did it as a way of getting back at Jamie Grayson. I could be wrong, obviously. She may do it, and hopefully, all of the words that Jamie have said about Lauren will come to fruition and she won't find it an easy possible career change. Some people are going to say, well, she's doing this for good, but I still don't believe she is.
Those things were difficult for me, but perhaps you found it easy because our motives are very different. I did not get CPST certified for revenge. I did not get CPST certified to get back at somebody or to slap a certification behind me in my videos.
I'm so happy to see I'm not the only one who thinks she is doing it for revenge and as a flex and not a real job opportunity.
Those were not the reason that I got certified. See, I lost a child due to a dangerous baby product. I never want a mom to have to feel the feelings that I felt losing my child to a preventable injury.
That right there is the saddest part of all of this. Unfortunately, that lady lost a child, and that is what this training is all about. It's about preventing that from happening, it's about learning properly how to put car seats into cars to prevent that, which is why if you don't know what you're doing, you should not be giving advice to people on the internet about that kind of product. And it's also why you should go to an expert. There are plenty of places all over the world where there are people who are experts in putting in car seats that you should go to.
And I'm not an expert. I could have that training for years and I will still not consider myself an expert. Currently, I'm getting my videos looked at by 6 or 7 CPSTs before I even post them. But, it was easy for you. Again, definitely could have been our motives. Also, there is a code of conduct in the NATSA training, which is a training that has been sustained for years, and there's a lot that goes in it and a lot of people behind it. My license would have been revoked in a second had I posted that video. I don't know if maybe your instructors haven't seen it yet, but just a tip, I might delete that.
We can see a massive difference between the two videos that were put out. The one by Lauren the mortician said it was easy and maybe her motives were a lot to be desired, shall we say. Whereas on the other hand, Danny took the training extremely seriously in the way it was intended. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you are notified when I put out the next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.